YouTube. Warning, this announcement video is unscripted. So if you've been keeping up with my community page, you know that I've been hella busy lately. I've hit Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Ashland, Kentucky, Dayton, Ohio. Oh God. I have so much new content on the way, and while yes, that is part of what I'm announcing, there's a lot more than that. Part of what made me go out to Cincinnati this last week was because Sal of the Expedition Log and Unicom Productions both arranged for a Dead Malls Summit meetup, which is they're planning on doing annually, and they're getting ready to figure out where the next one will be held. I don't know the details. They don't know what's going to be happening, but regardless, the summit was hosted at Forest Fair Mall. You may know it as Cincinnati Mills, Cincinnati Mall, Forest Fair Village. We may as well call it the Colorful Mills Mall with 1,000 names. And we had almost close to 30 people actually come out to the summit, me included. And it was great meeting up with everybody. Paul from Retail World, I believe J-Max, pardon me if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, it's hard to keep up with 30 people. There was Reed and Other Reed, as we call them on the Dead Malls Discord. Even Ace's Adventures is out there. Faded Commerce, Hat and Heather from Raw and Real Retail, John Rev. You know, we all just came out and had a blast at this place, even though there was a few issues that caused mall security to get on our asses. Pardon my French, but it was a great time, and honestly, if I had the choice to do it all over again, I absolutely would. It was great hanging out with everybody, and it was great, you know, hanging out with them after the summit at the bar, pretty much. I mean, I usually don't drink by choice because, well, I'm doing this, and yay, we're in traffic. Like, I normally don't drink, but if there was anyone that could get me to drink, it would be Sal. What else? But yeah, I spent upwards of, I believe this is my like 6th day up here in Cincinnati. And you know, as a Dead Mauler, you gotta go hard or you gotta go home. And right now I've gone hard and I'm starting to go home. Well, I'd like to, if the traffic would move. You know, if I do like unscripted video announcements in my car, you want me to have like a little quarter screen in the bottom corner where you see what's in front of us? I don't know. I normally don't do announcements like these. I usually try to script them in advance, but what does the future of Doomie Grunt hold? Well, you all know that I have a huge backlog of just stuff in my area, in Virginia, here, Indiana, finally. I even got a foothold out in Kentucky. So I'm thinking maybe the rest of the year I might change gears, slow down, and just cruise a little bit. Or maybe I'll double down. I'll go into Tennessee, or South Carolina, or even Georgia, or even Florida. I don't know, and I don't want to make any promises. What I can promise you is that we have upwards of 15 malls added on to the backlog in this trip. And I have one more I plan to hit in West Virginia before I get home. So, in total, that's about 16 malls added to the backlog. And you know, it is a little overwhelming because you feel some of these malls, I did do a few live ones to kind of balance things out, but there is a lot of dead weight in Ohio, and a lot of malls that have lost a lot of anchors that either are dead or are about to be. So I have a feeling some of the more lively malls I've hit out here, I fear they're living on borrowed time. And the thing is, even though the economy has been improving, these retail giants are still closing at such a fast pace. We're now getting to the point where malls are closing faster than any dead mall or even urbexer can get to. You know, Texas is there are at least 3 high-profile malls in Texas that I am never going to get to see because redevelopment is already underway for them, and they're closed. They're demolition in progress. Valley View Center in Dallas is one that I wanted to see, and now that one's going to be gone. Collin Creek Mall, there's a redevelopment plan underway for that one. Ridgemar Mall, that's another one I want to see, and I fear it's going to close very soon. Either that or they are going to be redeveloped. I don't remember anymore. I mean, what I'm trying to say is these malls are closing at a record pace. They're closing faster than me, Sal, Faded Commerce, Unicom Productions, Raw and Real Retail. They're closing faster than any of us can get to them in time. And we're doing our damnedest to get out there, which is why I'm gonna say this. I would encourage you guys to go see your local dead mall. Take a camera phone, take an old camcorder, take a GoPro, take something mounted on a gimbal if you can get away with it. Take anything, take some pictures, do some video if you want. The important thing is, document these malls. Live, troubled, dead. Albeit, do it with due diligence. Do it while keeping an eye out for Paul Blart, because he's not going to understand. Or maybe he will. But is management going to understand what we're doing? Will they care? Are they so worried about bad PR? The important thing is, go out there, take some pictures of your mall. Even if they're crap photos, something on your mall is better than nothing at all. Because Dan Bell, he's talking about bringing the Dead Mall series back, maybe going to a more standard approach. And, well, that would be great for everybody. I mean, even he's not going to make it to all the malls out there. There are malls I've hit that nobody else has hit and no one else plans on hitting yet. And with the rate these malls are closing, there are some malls out there that will probably never get documented even well into the 2020s at this rate. So you have to take the initiative. Do something, document, photograph, pictures, video, just mind Paul Blart. That's all I have to say. Because if I can't make it, then you gotta get out there. Especially if you want some form of closure on your mall. Like, for the longest time, how I started was Dan Bell was initially reluctant to go anywhere near Oak Hollow Mall, anywhere near North Carolina for that matter. So when I asked him, when are you going to do Oak Hollow Mall? And he said, I don't have plans anytime soon. I kind of weighed my options, and I took my camera phone and went to Ocala Mall. It was simple as that, and that's where it all started. You can find that video back in August 2016. And from there, someone told me about another mall in High Point, North Carolina. And from there, I went to Four Seasons, Haynes Mall. And when I realized, you know, there is a niche for this kind of thing, and how much I wound up spending time at these places, just not even filming, just hanging out, shopping, even if it's for basic things. There's something that clicked for me when I went dead malling all those years ago. Ever since then, you know, part of me goes out to get you guys video content, to get documentation and closure on these places. But for me, I also go for the experience. Because there's something about a dead mall. A dead mall, a troubled mall, could even be a live mall, where just you hang out, you sit down on the bench, you look around, and you feel at peace with the world for that brief moment. And there are some malls where I get that feeling, just walking in. I walk in with some malls with a childlike wonder and curiosity. And I just stare in silent awe at these places. The architecture, the craftsmanship that went into building these places, and how they just seem to go unappreciated nowadays. So that's, I believe Sal refers to some of these feelings as megalophobia or la flaneur. I'm sure I'm bastardizing that pronunciation, but bear with me. There's certain experiences that I chase at a dead mall that most other places just don't do it for me. Some of these feelings I can even get at a live mall. And that's part of why I do it. I didn't mean to go into these deeper discussions with you guys, unless you guys like it, but overall, I have tons of content on the way, and I do have plans to get more content onto the GoPro and eventually out to YouTube for you guys to enjoy and eat up and tear apart and ultimately enjoy in the end. So stick around, guys. I need to get home, maybe film that last mall, and I'll see you in the future. Until then, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you, Unicom Productions, Sal, Faded Commerce, Raw and Real Retail, Ace's Adventures, Paul from Retail World, John Rev, oh god, there's so many people named Reed, Other Reed, Randall Park Forever. If I'm forgetting someone, I'm sorry, but you know I've considered you. You guys are great. Keep going. I'll see you guys next time. Farewell and good luck.